Since the subject of this video is safety, I'm sure some of you are wondering, well, Kent, what can be so dangerous about doing body work or fixing a little dent in the front fender? Well, you know, you're probably not going to get killed doing it, but there's some real hazards, and I think a lot of people that have done body work have neglected those hazards over the year. And the number one, the number one is breathing the stuff. Obviously, if you're doing a lot of grinding, heavy grinding, you want to use ear protection, and you want to use, you're going to use some sort of a sander, okay? Power sander to grind the old paint off. You want to use a face shield. I like a face shield. I wear glasses, and it doesn't give me full protection, but I really like a face shield because you get a lot of stuff, paint chips and stuff flying out off the fender when you're grinding, and just the eye protection sometimes just doesn't do it. The other thing is gloves, okay? Don't get that stuff on your hands. Remember, your skin is porous. It's a living organism, and polyester filler and lacquer thinner and all this other stuff is not good to get on your skin. And I prefer to use these really tough, heavy nitrile gloves. We call these the green, the Jolly Green gloves, the Green Wonder gloves. You'll see them in all my videos because they last so long. If any of you have used those, don't use those cheap, thin blue nitrile gloves. If you do, they tear very easily, particularly if you're trying to clean some of your tools, with a little lacquer thinner. Within 4 minutes, the lacquer thinner goes right through. Now, lacquer thinner will go through these gloves, okay? If you really are, getting a lot of it on your fingertips with a rag or whatever. So, I have a number of these gloves available when I started doing body work. I mean, this protects your hands, your skin, and when you're done, your hands just feel so much better. So, folks, please wear protective gloves when you're doing this type of work. But the most important thing is what you put over your nose and mouth. Because I think that breathing the auto body filler dust is the real big hazard in doing this type of work. And I think it's underplayed. I really think it's underplayed because this stuff goes into your lungs and it is not going to biodegrade. That polyester resin fiberglass, and if you sand this, the fine dust is so fine. I've seen guys, come, they got their mask working on this stuff, and you'll see a nice line of dust all around, and you can imagine that's going up in your nose and down your throat. So I want to show you a couple different types of masks, show you the ones that you shouldn't use, and show you the ones that are okay, and then show you the best ones. First, I want to show you a typical dust mask. You see these in all the hardware stores, and they're okay for, if you're doing work that's other than body work, all right? I do not recommend these. They're great little dust masks if you're sweeping the floor, and working and around woodworking and so on. But when you get into auto body filler, that super fine dust, what happens is it goes right through the side seams where it fits your face. These just don't. This is a good one too. It's got the little check valve vent here, but these are not good enough. These won't really protect your lungs from that fine auto body filler dust. So I do not recommend these. Okay, if you're going to go just for a dust filter, you want a dust filter like this. This is a 3M mask. It fits tight up to your face, and you can adjust it to fit your face. And these are just the dust filters. And you can use these when you're just sanding the body filler. It's going to protect you, but it doesn't. This type of mask doesn't protect you from the fumes. Okay. Now, that stuff I can't. If you're just fixing a little dent, it's probably. But if you're working with auto body filler all day, I recommend that you get a full-blown paint respirator with the special cartridges that are designed to protect yourself from fumes. Notice I keep this in a plastic bag. If you leave one of these open to the air for just a few days, it ruins the cartridges. So I always keep this sealed up. I replace these every 30 days at least. And of course they do have the, I'll show you, I'll open it up. You have the dust filter. You have the dust filter here that you can replace, and it's ahead of the charcoal fumes filter here. But when you put this on and tighten it up, you know, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it is going to protect you from the fumes from that polyester resin. And of course, if you get into any type of, you know, spray painting, particularly with the new paints, this isn't even enough. But this is what I use when I'm doing auto body repair, okay? It protects you from the fumes and the dust that can cause harm to your body. Well, this is a short subject. It is one of the shorter videos in my series on how to fix a dent, but it's an important one. I can't stress enough how important this is. And, you know, I know you're thinking, come on, kid, come on, forget about all this, you know, procedures and safety and all that. Let's get on with the meat of the matter and let's fix this dent. You keep teasing us. Well, okay, so folks, we're ready to go here. In the next part in this video series, I'm going to show you how to prepare the metal, prepare the dented area, prepare the metal for a body filler. It's a little more involved than you might think, okay? You don't just slap the filler on and sand away. So we're going to go through some of the things you want to be particularly careful about and aware of, and some of the things you can do to prevent future problems with your body filler job failing. So stay tuned for the next part.